Jordan!
Iain!
Who went flower picking and while browsing the ground for the daisy that hit just right, came across a new and previously undiscovered plant, picked it, named it, and was shot to the height of botany fame, but couldn't handle the high life, so moved underground to get away from it all, and now lives comfortably with the mole people.
Meryl Streep?
No. Two guys. What? Hello, and welcome to episode 108 of Two Guys What's Up, the weekly comedy podcast where if I got plant famous, I'd be straight to the lair of the mole people. And with me, so we could continue podcasting, I'd drag this guy along. It's Jordan. Jordan, how are you?
I'm really good!
Hey, good to hear. I like the way you always put it on. You know, like normally when I ask you, you're like, full of hate and rage. I feel like shit. But, you know, when we come on the podcast, I'm like, how you doing, mate? You're like, yeah, I'm all good, pal. It's like, great. Finally get a little respite from all the moaning. God.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just what I'm like.
It's fine. I've grown to love it.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you today because I'm in a good mood. And I'll tell you for why.
Oh, God.
Because after this recording, I'm going to go get my hair cut. That's not what I'm excited over.
I
mean, it's relaxing, to be honest.
Little things. You know, when you get a little older, it's the little things that help you get through.
It is the small things in life. But after that...
Which is another reason I love you.
I was waiting for something like that. I knew it. Gonna be going for a weekend away to Ampleforth for a little cottage stay with my wife and my dog.
Oh, delicious.
And that'll be lovely.
Very nice.
Which kind of is a bit bittersweet for you, though, because you'd originally asked if we were free to look after your son while you enjoy your birthday.
I do kind of wonder if this is all just one big elaborate hoax, you know, like, oh, Jordan, would you mind looking after my little one so that I can have a rare day away with my wife? Because she is off work on my birthday for the first time in, you know, God knows how many years. And I was like, holy shit. Me and my darling wife can actually have some time together because I'm off.
Yeah, like you got 10 days of bliss.
Of perfect bliss and peacefulness, mate. And then I was like, I'll just ask my friendly pal Jordan if he'd be all right looking after my little one, just so I can have some time away with my wife.
Of course.
And then all of a sudden you were like, no, mate, I'm busy. And, you know, the reply didn't come back that quickly. So I can only imagine that you sat down with your wife and had a little bit of a think, you know, come up with a plan. Like, what should we say? How can we get out of this?
Yeah, it was a bit of a costly excuse, really.
I'm a little bit hurt, but, you know, it's fine.
But I'm not. I'm excited. I'm going away. Ask me more often.
It is absolutely fine, you know, because you're my friend and I want you to go away and enjoy yourself, whether that be actually happening or not, you know, whatever. That's fine. So long as you're happy, I'm happy. And I have found alternate arrangements. So my wife and I are going to have a lovely day out and we're going to have a Chinese meal together, a succulent Chinese meal. And yeah, it's going to be good.
Enjoy the aromatic crispy duck.
I don't eat duck, pal.
Oh, you're such wasted on you. Going to a Chinese and not eating duck is like going to the dentist and not brushing your teeth.
Okay.
Equally fun experiences, I'm sure.
Why would I waste my time eating duck when there are things like OK Chicken on hand?
What about OK Duck?
Why would I waste time brushing my teeth when I could be doing things like, I don't know, playing with myself?
Oh, there are worse things you could brush your teeth with, I'm sure.
Mix the two together, mate. It's a great time saver.
God. But yeah, I'm sort of jealous as much as I'm going to be fucking loving my weekend. Mm-hmm. That does sound quite fun, though. And that Chinese restaurant, that all-you-can-eat buffet, essentially.
Oh, yeah.
But the buffet part of it, really, you stay sat, don't you? So actually, it's fucking amazing.
It is, yeah. They come to you. It's brilliant.
And you say, garçon. And then
they go, we're Chinese, not French.
You bastard, and get the out. Oh, it sounds lovely, because I tell you what, a little bit of salt and pepper chicken as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I'm so excited. We have been there. You and your wife accompanied me and my wife, and vice versa, to that restaurant, and we had a delicious double date while we chomped down some delicious all-you-can-eat Chinese food. So I don't know who has it better off, you or me. You're going to a little cottage with a dog. Oh, great. Have a great time in your wilderness, mate. Enjoy the peace and quiet. Fuck off. I'm going to be eating Chinese. I'm going to have Chinese coming out of my ears by the end of the night.
You never know. We might also be having Chinese.
Yeah, but not the Chinese that I'm having.
And also, that wouldn't be the case anyway, because you'll be chomping yours, and I wouldn't be chomping your very Chinese either.
You wouldn't have a chance, mate. Get 1 inch toward my plate and you're getting forked in the hand.
But I must admit, last time we did that double date, it was a little bit of a mistake, I think, then going for ice cream afterwards.
Yeah, like, eyes bigger than our belly. We're like, shall we go for dessert? We've had a meal. Dessert's a regular thing you do, isn't it? Like, well, yeah, but not when you've just eaten 58 plates of f***ing chicken.
It's true.
And one of duck.
And also ribs.
Oh, God, ribs.
Probably a little bit of rice. That's a rookie mistake, really, filling up on carbs.
Yeah, don't fill up. My wife does that. She f***ing sits there filling up on prawn crackers because there's like complimentary prawn crackers on the table when you arrive.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do. She'll just sit there. I'm like, stop. It's like, this is the Eastern version of filling up on bread. Like, stop.
It's really true, yeah.
And, right, I'm sorry to keep going on about Chinese because people probably just don't give a f***. But my wife always does this thing, like, because as it's all you can eat, they come to you, you order like 2 dishes. They're not massive, you know, so they bring you that, you gobble them down, they come back, you order 2 more. But my wife always goes, right, I'm filling up now, I'm coming to the end, so I'll just get 1 more plate of Chinese chicken curry to tide me over, and that'll be my last meal. But she always does that, and then she takes 1 spoonful and she's like, I'm full, I can't eat anymore. And their policy is if you can't eat it, you have to then pay for the plate, like as an extra on top of the buffet. So I have to, because I'm coming to the end, right, so I'm like, right, I'll have my last little 2 dishes or whatever, and then I'm full, and she's like, I can't eat this, we'll have to pay for it, so you'll have to eat it. So I have to eat something that I don't like when I'm already full, just to save her £3.
Yeah, I mean, I've experienced this firsthand. I know that that's very true.
Completely thought you were just going to say, leave her, come along with us to the holiday.
I would, but there's just no room in the car.
That's fine, I'll get in the boot. 1 bed, that's fine.
I'll strap you to the roof rack.
I'll just sleep alongside you guys, it's fine.
But then you'll miss out on your delicious Chinese, so, you know, what would you rather?
The hardest would you rather question I've ever f***ing had.
There you go, that's my segment. No, it's not.
Okie dokie, yeah, we're babbled on long enough. So, speaking of segments, Jordan, why don't you tell us what is yours going to be about today?
Well, do you remember a couple of weeks ago I did a little thing on instructions unclear? Oh, that's weird, isn't it?
That's very
Still
strange.
got a bit of a tickle.
It's weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's long lasting, but
yeah.
I'm sure it'll be gone when somebody stops saying some certain words.
How bizarre. Well, since I did instructions unclear...
I can't listen to it anymore, Jordan.
Sorry, I'll just say that sentence again. Because I did a bit on instructions unclear. This is when you're like...
Projectile vomit. Ugh, grim.
Well, since I did a bit on that,
yeah,
I wanted to expand upon it slightly. But rather than having necessarily unclear instructions, see what I did for you?
Thank you very much.
I decided to give you the best of care labels and instructions. So these are things that are not necessarily mistakes, but things that are there just to brighten your day a little bit. Your ordinary, boring life you're going through, maybe you're doing your laundry, you look at the care label and, oh, my day is made. Maybe not quite as exciting as that, but thought I'd give you the other side.
Perfect.
Of instructions and care labels.
That sounds fantastic. Is this passive? Is it going to actually brighten my day?
I mean, if it doesn't, you don't have that long to wait for your Chinese. So.
That is very true.
So it'll just help pass a little bit of time, if nothing else.
24 hours from now, I will be sat in a chair getting my sweet new ink.
Oh, yeah.
I'm never going to say that again.
Thank God.
And 24 hours from now, I will be maybe around 8 hours away from being sat in a different chair, gobbling some fucking Chinese food, and I cannot wait. Tomorrow's going to be the best day ever, I'm sure.
I've no doubt at all. So that will be my segment today.
Nice.
And what on earth have you got for us?
Well, Jordan, today I thought I would return to my favourite type of story. I cannot clear my fucking throat today. 1 second.
I'm not sure that's the method.
Oh, that's done it, baby. And it is one which was forwarded to me by one of our good pals, James Coppert, from the 14 News podcast and Confessions of a Ghost Boy, links in the description.
Nice.
And it is the story of a lady named Christina Tilton and her horrible alien encounter.
Or abduction.
A bit of both, you know, but she encountered them, and what followed was other shit.
Cool.
It's all horrible. It's all encompassed in the one, you know?
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, sounds great, mate. Let's f***ing go. In 1987, Christina Tilton, a resident of New Mexico, experienced an unsettling episode that would alter her perception of reality. One afternoon, Tilton suddenly and out of nowhere, bizarrely, just lost consciousness.
Oh, God.
Just blackout. When she regained awareness, she realised that she was missing 3 hours. Initially, she dismissed the incident, putting it down to fatigue or some mundane health issue, but over the next few days, disturbing nightmares began to plague her sleep. Filled with vague yet terrifying images, Tilton grew more and more anxious, and she was convinced that her dreams were tied to the unexplained 3-hour blackout.
That kind of makes sense.
Explain your logic.
Well, if you've had a one-of-a-kind or an isolated event such as blacking out, realising you've lost multiple hours of time,
Yep.
and then you're having vivid dreams that you also have never experienced before, kind of makes sense that those two things could be linked.
Yeah, but they're so far removed, aren't they, from each other? I would maybe not think that they're linked. You know, it might be telltale sign of a larger problem, but I wouldn't think the two are sort of, you know, the main symptoms of one main bad.
Okay. I mean, you've talked me out of it. It's a load of shit.
Nice one. Thank you very much. And that is my segment concluded for the day.
Finally, something that makes sense.
Well, I'm sorry, Jordan, but I'm lying! There's many more paragraphs to come. Because determined to find answers, she began investigating similar experiences that had been reported by others. And it was during these investigations that she became aware of the phenomenon known as alien abductions.
Do you mean she didn't know what an alien abduction was as a concept before this?
I'm guessing, but I mean, by the way it's written, it sounds that no, she didn't know anything about alien abductions. But I mean, in the 50s, there was like the sort of craze, wasn't there? But maybe it wasn't a big thing.
Okay. It seems like it would be part of law, though, wouldn't it? And a thing that people just know.
Yeah, but I mean, I've spoken to you about this before. You know, I mentioned to someone about the Tic Tac UFO, and they were like, oh no, what's this? And I was thinking, like, how do you not know about this? This has been out there for a while, and people have been talking about it. If you're just not interested in this sort of thing, then you just don't know, I guess.
Fucking weirdos.
I know, not jobs, right?
Be like not knowing what starbursts are.
Oh, what's one of them? Is that when, like, something like neutron star collision, you know, when they all burst into each other?
Yeah.
Nice. Got it in one.
I'm hungry.
We'll get you some food later, mate. So as Tilton was investigating these alien abductions, she was urged by a ufologist who unfortunately isn't named in this story, and she underwent regressive hypnosis. So under hypnosis, it came to light that during her 3-hour mind gap, she didn't just fall asleep, but was in fact approached by 2 small humanoid figures. They seized her by the arms, which is at the point where she lost consciousness. When she awoke, she found herself aboard a spacecraft, lying on a table where a new figure, who she later referred to as her guide, approached her.
Is that how they greet?
It is. That's a howdy doody in Alien.
I'll reply back to you.
No, don't you start replying to me. I'm going to take my headphones off, mate, because I can't deal with this right now.
Oh, that was so funny at New Year's.
Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah, I love being put in physical distress. It's great.
My wife was like, is he putting it on? I'm like, I don't think so.
It'd be a long ruse to keep up if he was.
It really would.
And to no end. Like, what's the point?
You can just imagine on your deathbed, you're like, that was just a joke.
I was thinking you were going to say, on your deathbed, you come in to say your final goodbyes, and you're like, Ian. And I'm like, no, Johnny. Just make my last moments living hell before I go to actual hell.
You sort of take a weird intake of breath and then you just vomit.
I would aim that directly at your face if you did that to me. My wife comes in like, oh, how was he doing? You're like, he's dead. She's like, oh, God. Oh, my husband, he's gone. You're like, yeah, I did that thing.
What's his last words? Anything profound?
He said, F you, Jordan.
It sounded more like...
She's like, how did he die? She's like, I did that thing. I did the hiccup thing. She's like, oh, good one. God. Great job, pal.
And even she's like, well, I thought he was putting it on all these years, but I guess not.
Oh, yeah, proof's in the f***ing pudding.
Delicious.
So the being she called her guide handed her a glass of liquid, instructed her to drink it. She was like, yeah, why the f*** not, pal? And upon drinking it, felt an immediate surge of energy and alertness. Now, I have one question for you, Jordan. Does this prove that aliens in the 1950s had access to Red Bull?
Maybe.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Maybe it wasn't an aircraft, after all. It gives you wings.
It's all a metaphor.
It is. It's a big advert, actually.
This episode is sponsored by Red Bull.
It's not, but if you'd like to.
Oh, yeah, because I'm sure the executive of Red Bull's like, I really want to sponsor these guys, but they haven't given me their okay yet. So probably best not.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you what, blanket statement, anybody wants to sponsor us, just get in touch.
Go for it, mate. If you've got, I don't know, what would be your favourite thing to get sponsored?
Love honey.
Love honey. I can finally give my wife that orgasm she's been after.
The agreement is that we obviously give them a little shout out on the show, but also have to give video testimonials and reviews.
On YouTube. This video is sponsored by Love Honey. Now, if you'd like to listen to the proper episode, click this link, because the rest of this video is me showing you how much I love our sponsor. Cue the sexy music.
You said sponsor.
Sponsor, yeah, if you want. They do all sorts, don't they, over at Love Honey?
They do, yeah. It's all sorts of inclusion.
Oh, now I really want to get sponsored by Love Honey.
Well, if you're listening, hit us up.
I might just email them this episode.
Perfect, yeah, please do. And everybody else listening.
Yeah, just bombard Love Honey.
I'm sure they'll cope with 5 emails.
Oh, well, we can dream, pal.
We can. Sorry, please continue.
So, the guide then escorted her out of the ship, where she discovered that she wasn't at home anymore, but was now in fact in a desert-like area and was near a small hill illuminated by a faint light. They approached the light, and Tilton saw a cave guarded by a humanoid figure in a red military-style jumpsuit, armed with an automatic weapon. The guide and the guard exchanged greetings. Howdy doody, pal. The alien went, and she was led into the cave. As Tilton entered, she realised that it wasn't just a cave, but was actually an entrance to a vast underground facility. She described passing through a computerised checkpoint equipped with surveillance cameras, and she was led up to a small transit van. Her guide explained that they had entered the first level of what was in fact a secret installation. During the transit ride, Tilton saw a mix of advanced technologies, human personnel and armed guards walking around the complex.
Just to confirm something here.
Confirm away, my friend.
Is she on Earth?
The answer is yes, she's on Earth.
Okay, right, got you.
Tilton was taken to various levels of the base. Level 2 appeared to house administrative officers. She observed people, again, seemingly ordinary, carrying out their tasks as though nothing unusual was happening, until she happened upon a factory-style building where she looked in and saw grey aliens that seemed to be maintenance workers working on fixing a UFO. But oddly, neither the humans or the Greys acknowledged her presence, as if she was invisible or just simply inconsequential.
That's not very nice greeting, is it?
I mean, it's not a very nice workplace. You know, you're a visitor, and you got the little, hi, my name is Bill, or what's her name?
I mean, maybe that's why they didn't greet her, because they thought, f***ing hell, she looks a bit like a weird Bill. Better steer clear.
A weird Bill, as opposed to the visitor they had last week, who was a cool Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, God, don't look at that one. It's one of the weirder types. Look at her. Poor lass. So, Tilton's journey concluded on level 5 of the complex, where she says she encountered a starkly different atmosphere. She was asked to change into a hospital gown, scanned by a mysterious device, and she, at this point, grew fearful. Her guide let her know that everything was cool. They led her down the corridor, where she said the air was thick and smelled of formaldehyde. Ugh. Very medical.
Lovely.
In one room, she saw enormous tanks fitted with computerized sensors and mechanical arms reaching into the liquid-filled containers. In her own words, Tilton said, "We approached a large room and I stopped to look inside. I saw huge large tanks with computerized sensors attached to them and a huge hand-like device that extended from the top of some tube down into the tanks. The tanks were about 4 feet high, so from where I was, I could not see what was inside them. I heard a humming sound, and it looked like something was moving inside the tanks. I began to approach the containers, and then my guide grabbed me by the hand, dragged me roughly into the corridor, and he told me that there was no need to see the contents of the containers, and that doing so would only complicate matters." So this has gone from, first off, they abducted her. What a thing to do. Secondly, like, here's some liquid. Have a little glug of that. Oh, I've got all the energy. Oh, come and check out this cool facility. You're not allowed to look around. It's turned a little bit sinister in my eyes.
I mean, I don't think it's really a lovely experience regardless.
No. To be kidnapped from your own house, not very nice.
No.
If you were kidnapped by your wife and taken to a room and, she pulled the blindfold off and uncuffed you, and you were surrounded by all of your friends and Chinese food, and Teddy was there, and it was a little surprise party for you. That might turn out to be like, oh, okay, right, I see why you did that. It's all a little bit of a joke. It was a surprise party, all good.
But then I'd have to hide my erection.
No need to, mate. No one could see it.
True.
I mean, you were naked.
Still couldn't see.
Hidden in the bush.
Oh, was there a shrub?
She just placed it just nicely in front of you.
Nice. That's very kind and thoughtful.
Yeah.
That's why I married her.
So maybe Tilton was thinking something like that, okay, it wasn't very nice at the start, but I'm here now. I've been given this energy drink. I'm feeling great. I'm being allowed to see something that I might never have seen before. She's thinking maybe this is all an elaborate ruse just to be some kind of surprise at the end. But then, she's taken down to floor 5 where it stinks like fucking hospital, and then she's dragged away saying you aren't allowed to look in there.
Yeah.
That's where I'd start to feel a little bit more. Well, me, personally, I see an alien shit itself, but for a normal person, I think it's at this point that shit would be starting to get a little bit sinister feeling.
I agree.
And it only gets worse, Jordan.
Lovely.
Because in another room, Tilton observed what appeared to be humans suspended in transparent chambers. She couldn't tell if they were alive, dead, or preserved, and nearby, animals were kept in similar conditions, all seemingly in suspended animation.
Ugh.
So shit's getting hard.
It's like fucking taxidermy or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, what possible reason could you have to keep people and animals in a suspended animation gel? Tell me. Give me the top 5 reasons right now. Oh, I'm waiting.
I know you are. I can't think of any reasons why you would want to, other than creating something to take over the world.
Well, there we go. You have it firsthand here from Jordan himself. Aliens are trying to take over the world.
Yep.
Like we didn't know that.
They've already taken over our oceans.
Supposedly. That's what I've heard. Not sure how much I believe it, but... Tilton was eventually escorted into a laboratory where she was instructed to sit on a table. A human doctor entered the room alongside 2 grey aliens... Tilton described the experience as invasive and terrifying, as we've come to imagine these examinations from our space friends would probably be. She was subjected to scans and medical instruments and recalled experiencing sharp pain, which subsided when the doctor applied a cold substance to her abdomen. When the examination ended, Tilton looked down and saw blood between her legs and felt utterly dehumanized. And in her words, she said, "I could not believe that this was happening to me. I begged them to let me go, but they continued to work methodically. When they were finished, I was told to get up, go to a small room and change. I noticed blood between my legs, and I just continued to dress. When I left, I saw that my guide was talking to the doctor in the corner of the room. I just stood there, completely helpless. Then, I felt more lonely than ever in my life. I also felt like a guinea pig, and when we left the laboratory, I was silent. I was angry at my guide for letting this happen to me, but he said it was necessary."
God. It's horrible.
It is. And there's all these people who are like, oh, aliens are our friends. They're so good. They come here to teach us the way of light and love. It's like, no, they're telling you that so that you're easy to take over.
Yeah.
You are going to be on the front line going, oh, teach us about love. And you're going to get vaporized.
That's it.
Why don't people listen to the stories that are out there?
Yeah. Globber gloop.
Well, mate, you watch your language.
Sorry.
Don't be talking none of that alien profanities on this podcast. I'm going to have to beep that now. We've run out of beeps for this month's allowance already.
Oh, we have. Sorry.
Tilton continues, "I saw another alien walking past us along the corridor. Again, I was like a ghost to them. They didn't notice me. I asked my guide to explain what this place is. He said that it's a very important place and that I will be returning here in the next few years." It's fucking ominous.
Yeah, that is horrible.
Not what you want to hear. Very daunting. And Jordan, from here, her guide attempted to reassure her, stating that the procedures were necessary and that she would forget everything soon anyway. So that's cool, yeah? Definitely not fucking grey alien bag dickheads as being dicks.
Obviously. Clearly.
Fucking hell. Jordan, God, I am so sick of aliens.
I mean, you brought this on yourself. This was your topic.
This is. I blame James Coppett. He sent me this story.
Okay, you did, but
Yep.
You didn't have to do it.
I did. He has a gun to my head right now.
Ah, okay. Hi, James.
He says, "You're next."
All right, I'm off for my holiday.
He says, "Oh, wait, you're not next. He's coming round to give you a hot dog." Right, he said he'll be around in half an hour.
Oh, lovely. Oh, I like hot dogs, and I'm hungry.
Oh, shit, he's just cocked his gun for some reason. A very angry look on his face. Bye, James. Bye. Oh, he's a good guy.
Not offensive.
So from here, Tilton was taken to a transit car. She was escorted back to the spacecraft that took her to where she was and returned to the location that she'd been abducted from, and this is where her memory was erased. Following this, she began an obsessive quest for answers, convinced that the underground facility was part of the infamous Dulce base in New Mexico, which, Jordan, as we have spoken about before, so a long time ago in a Bigfoot episode, we learnt that this is a location rumoured to be an area of high strangeness, and itself is supposed to house alien experiments and advanced human-alien collaborations, which, if I'm going to be honest, after Tilton's story, I'm pretty sure it's just confirmed now at this point.
Yeah, sounds it.
Just to finish up, she says in the following years she was abducted multiple more times and taken to various underground installations across the US, and also claims that she has been used as something that she calls a birthing machine for the creation of hybrid beings, and also even speculates that she might be a hybrid herself.
Oh, God. So when they were doing something with her abdomen, is that what they were doing? Implanting and...
Possibly. That is a very big possibility in the realms of this story. I'm not going to say, yeah, that's definitely happened. But that is up for speculation, I believe.
That's so invasive and horrible.
Yeah, aliens, mate. They're cool. They're here for our betterment.
Well, since you said that...
I'm convinced.
No, this is horrible. If it is true, what a horrible experience.
Not a fan.
And I'm sure that makes you enjoy them all the more.
You know what? It's just helping me cultivate this little aura of rage against them. And if they ever do show themselves in our streets, or Mars Attack style, come down to land in a meeting in the fucking desert, I'm going to be there with a baseball bat, right? And all these people will be like, oh, here they are, they've come for peace. And I'll be like, no, you've seen Mars Attacks, right? They're going to pretend to be all peaceful, and they're going to zap your fucking balls off. So pick up a rock and let's just kill them as soon as we see them.
Okay. I have a feeling that their technology will be far more advanced than a fucking bat and a little rock that you found on the floor.
Yeah, there are, nearly 8 billion of us, mate. They can only zap one a second. So we just fucking rush them.
Okay. There's so many questions with that.
Snipers.
I appreciate that you are wanting to defend humanity.
Mate, I am all for humanity, We've got people that maybe deserve to be lumped in with the aliens, getting their head bashed in.
Yeah, fair enough.
But...
they can go first.
Send them in first. Yeah, vaporize these ones.
Maybe they'll run out of ammo.
Possibly. They're like, oh, we only brought one laser clip with us. We're fucked. They've got rocks. Run away.
Oh, God, that Iain guy from Two Guys What's Up, he's got a bat.
Oh, shit. That guy that talks about us every week. He's come armed.
Yeah, our heads are quite big.
And squishy.
There's a lot of surface area for him to get.
Yeah, stand up, people.
Oh, shit, the little door to the spaceship, it's got stuck again. I told Blaze Blash to oil it.
Raybor, get your keys out. I've left them inside. Pat in his pockets.
It sounds plausible.
Could happen. You come to a new planet, you meet in a new race, you're a little bit flustered, you forget your keys. Easy.
Of course. It's quite a big travel. I'm sure they're slightly sleep deprived.
Of course.
So, after all that, they're not that bad.
Let's invite him out for a pint, see if we can't maybe smooth things over.
Yeah.
With some pork scratchings. That'd ignite a war, wouldn't it? What the f*** is this? Pigskin?
Oh,
there's hair on it! Ray guns out.
Oh, I'm not a fan of pork scratching, so I won't be coming.
Yeah, no, disgusting. Anyway, Jordan, so there you go. There you have it. Another alien story. Boy, yeah, in the bag.
An interesting story. I don't know if I'd like to think if it was true or not. I mean, if it was true, that's horrifying.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's not true, then that kind of makes the world feel like it's a better place. So what would you rather?
Just not exist, really.
Well, if you're a hybrid, you probably would definitely want to be.
Oh, yeah. Oh, can you imagine? I turn up at the meet and greet for these aliens, and they're like...
we have come to your planet.
I'm like, you bastards, you aren't going to take my Earth. And they're like...
Oh, it's Iain. Anyway, funny story.
They're like...
Daddy! Here's all your kids make funny story for you. You're a hybrid. You're one of us.
And I'm like, oh, shit. I'll fight for the wrong side. I've always hated humanity. Start bashing heads.
Yeah, horrible.
You're next to me, yeah, come on, let's show him who's boss.
Hey, mate, you're one of us.
Oh, God, you're my first victim. Well, blah! I told you we were bastards.
Oh, I should have gone to Ampleforth.
Sorry, darling, I've got to go and meet the aliens. Yeah, we're starting a war. That's going to be great. Yeah, you go have fun. You go with Teddy. Have fun. I'll see you on Monday.
Oh, not good.
But Jordan, I think after that horrible segment, we need to have our spirits raised and get some nice little towel labels read to us.
Okay, yeah. Well, part of the idea for these segments was because, when I recently got my new American fridge freezer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm one of those people that will actually kind of skim through the instruction booklets and so on. And I did.
Wow.
And one of the safety instruction pages says, children aged from 3 to 8 years are allowed to load and unload refrigerator appliances.
Right.
And I thought, what? So first of all, why specifically between 3 and 8 are they allowed to take things in and out of the fridge? But then from 9 onwards, they're like, no, God, no.
Yeah, don't touch that fridge, mate.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Don't touch the fridge.
That baffled me. And it just kind of got me onto, I'm sure there's lots of other crap out there that are just as similar. So, allow me to read you some.
Cannot wait for these.
Well, some of them are kind of just sort of mundane and a little bit cheery, really. For example, this bottle of bleach that says at the very bottom, you are reading this because you forgot your smartphone when you went to the toilet, didn't you? Which is so fair. And that took me back to when I was a kid before I had a phone. And yeah, you just kind of bide your time, wouldn't you, looking at stuff, reading the back of things.
Yeah. And being guys, it generally takes us about 45 minutes to shit. So by the time you hit 9, but by the time you can't unload a refrigerator anymore, you've got your bathroom memorised. It's great.
You do. Oh, another one is a Top Gear t-shirt where the care label inside says, these t-shirts were tested on animals.
Oh, Lord. ...
They didn't fit.
Very clever.
Oh, there's dog shampoo, which reads, as part of the instructions, remember to eliminate all escape routes well in advance. Bracket, a tip. Once your pet is slippery wet, he or she is suddenly smarter and faster than you are.
Yeah, because you're on your knees at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can attest that is true for Teddy.
Like a little bullet. Little Love Honey reference there for you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well done. Very
Thank
clever.
you. Slipping them in. Another one for you there.
Oh, there you go. There's another one. Or another care label that says, cold wash only, don't tumble dry, don't iron print, and don't slap pandas.
Fair advice, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I've followed that since birth.
Yeah.
Or another t-shirt that reads, washing instructions, machine wash cold, do not bleach, turn inside out, no softeners. And then underneath, life instructions, lawyer up, delete Facebook, hit the gym.
No.
That's where I've been going wrong all these years.
Yeah, I go to the gym and work out. I don't hit it. That's where I've been going wrong.
Okay, yeah. That's why your fists are bruised.
Yeah. Come back from the gym, mangled hands every time. I look to my wife and I'm like, I'm going for 3 years now and I'm not seeing any improvement.
No, your resistance is worse as well.
Just going to have to hit the gym harder, mate. Fine.
Or what about another care label that says 100% cotton, machine wash cold. It's never so hot that you have to take your shirt off. Don't be that guy.
No, you be that guy. If you want to be that guy, be that guy. Take your top off.
Not if you're wearing that t-shirt, obviously. For best results, machine wash cold, tumble dry low, never iron design. For worst results, drive through puddle behind car blow dry on roof rack.
Are these real?
Well, I mean, there are physical pictures of these things. Whether people have gone to the trouble of making them, who knows? But they are existing in one form or another.
That's fantastic.
Or how about a tin of soup, where the cooking directions read, number 1, lift tab and pull to remove lid. So far, so good. Mm-hmm. Number 2, immediately slice fingertip on the edge of lid.
Yeah.
Number 3...
I don't need to be instructed to do that. I just do that anyway.
Yeah. Throw lid very hard into garbage can so it knows what it's done.
Fuck you. Lid.
Number 4, laugh at portion of directions regarding stove. Dump cold glob into microwave safe bowl. Lose appetite. Number 5, microwave until scalding on the edges and freezing in the middle. Number 6, stir until lukewarm throughout. Number 7, ignore soup coated walls of microwave forever.
Oh, yeah.
They're not wrong, really. These are legit things that happen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even wash my balls out anymore. I just leave the soup on the side and put it back in the cupboard.
Perfect. And you do the same with your balls.
My poor balls. Sticky, sticky, stinky balls.
Oh. Or how about another bottle that says how to use? So it's a bottle of shampoo that reads, if you really don't know how, then we suggest you find someone you really like and invite them into the shower with you to demonstrate.
Hey, I like that idea.
Imagine if that was your little pickup line attempt. It's like, I've got this bottle. I'm not sure what I'd do.
Just carry one around with you. So, like, just in case you see someone you quite fancy. Like, excuse me.
The thing is, it's like half used.
All from that day. It's a very effective pickup line.
Yeah, absolutely. It's still wet.
So are you. You're in a towel in the bank.
Oh, how about another one which reads, directions apply to wet hair, massage into scalp and hair, working through the ends. Rinse thoroughly. Feel free to belt out some horrible 80s tune that you listen to when nobody's around. Whatever, you totally do it.
Yeah, sing in the shower.
Oh, there's other care labels that say, wash at 40, iron, do not tumble dry, and then underneath says, oh, give it to your mother. She knows how to do it.
Mothers are some kind of superpower, aren't they, really? Parents in general.
Yeah, they just know, don't they?
They do. You know, like me, like if there's ever a single problem in my house, I was like, well, I'll just call my dad.
Yeah.
And no matter what question I throw at them, they know the answer somehow.
They are super quick at doing that Google search, aren't they?
They've really gotten good on the old computer, yeah.
Yeah, in real time.
I'm like, Mum, how do I know when soup's cooked? She's like, quick Google for that one. The reason I never know is because she never knew.
Well, I mean, you could be lucky, couldn't you, and just have it as the directions on the tin.
That would be good. Wait, is that a thing?
I mean, there just was that example, wasn't there, where it ends up being lukewarm throughout.
Holy shit.
There you go.
Lukewarm soup. I could have been having lukewarm soup all this time, John.
You could have.
God damn it. I need to start paying attention.
Better than cold soup.
Do you know, cold soup is something that physically makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, you've said this before.
Yeah, the thought of just like pouring it into a pint glass and just drinking it as is just blurp.
Might have to make you do that one day.
Make me? I'm not gonna let you make me.
I mean, as like a, I don't know, some sort of dare.
I'd just say no.
Fair enough. And then I'd just be like, okay.
And now, even if you ever said, hey man, do you want to play a game of dares? I would know what would eventually be coming. So I'd just say no, because it ain't going to be me. so no, I refuse your soup.
Okay. How about in flat pack furniture instructions? Partway through it says, now might be a really good time to refresh your drink, which I think is great. And also another one that says, pro tip, lift with your legs. And, you know, your arms as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that's going to belong in a dull men's group, isn't it? Like, how am I supposed to pick this box up just using my legs? I get the joke now.
Well done.
Thank you.
What about a coat hanger which has printed onto it, caution, do not swallow?
Well, the full thing.
Yeah. I don't really understand why that's there.
I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Do not swallow. And then it does have like a little picture of like a cartoon infant with with the triangular shaped coat hanger in its throat.
Please send me this.
So it's like, it's got a triangular shaped neck.
Please send me this. I need to see this picture.
Okay, I'm sending you now.
Oh, weird. Is that supposed to be a toddler? It just looks like a person to me. But I mean, they're still happy.
Yeah, considering they got a coat hanger through the neck.
They're like, this is delicious.
So yeah, I'm not sure what that purpose is for, but there you go. Either way, people don't swallow coat hangers.
Yeah. If I can remember, by the way, I will put this on Instagram and Twitter and all that sort of stuff. So I'll save that image from you.
Excellent. How about another one that is from, it looks like some sort of mail or post, which says important in red. Do not deliver to wrong addressee. Do not bend, fold, spindle, or mutilate. Do not lock your keys in the car. Do not wear white socks with black shoes.
Well, thanks for the tip.
It's very helpful all round. Or how about another little care label that says, make your shorts last. Wash them inside out with cold/warm water, which immediately is a bit of a strange thing.
Yeah.
Do not put them in the dryer. Do not use bleach. Do not bungee jump with them. Do not eat them. Do not pass go. There's a lot of do's and don'ts with that one.
Yeah, it's kind of making it hard to remember. So what do? Bungee jump with my socks. Pass go. Don't know what that's about. Never heard that been used before.
Oh, it's funny that, isn't it? Yeah. I'll have to open you to that.
No, God, no, thanks. I'm all right.
A sign saying, pool rules. Number 1, if you have sex in the pool, use protection. Number 2, do not stick anything in the jet, especially your dick. Mike will explain. And then continues to give you more natural things that you might not want to do around a pool.
Such as?
You know, like no running and stuff.
Oh, the normal boring stuff.
Yeah, the actual legit things.
Well, I'm going to disregard all them rules. I'm going to do a running jump by the side of the pool straight into a vagina.
Oh, God. Well, speaking of that, there was one I missed, which was menstruation cycles have been known to attract sharks, so don't jeopardise innocent swims. Or please shower and pee before entering the pool.
Top tip.
If we wanted to swim in a toilet, we'd go to Ganga.
What?
I don't know if that's a place or I don't know.
We just insulted some people.
Possibly. It wasn't me, personally. I'm just the messenger.
Very true.
How about a warning for installation instructions for an antenna, which reads, warning, do not attempt to install if drunk, pregnant, or both. Do not eat the antenna. Do not throw the antenna at a spouse.
There's a lot of instructions here saying do not eat our product.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's necessary. I think there was one before, wasn't there, about the iPod?
Yeah, God.
That said, do not eat the iPod. And that was legit.
What a weird instruction.
Yeah. Or a hairdryer that asks you, amongst normal things, to do not use on people who are sleeping, which I think is fair.
It's a very kind thing, yeah?
You don't want to be mean.
See, right, when you start including things like that, though, you start to question, like, why don't they include a lot of other things that you shouldn't be doing with it? Because, like they say, well, it says in the instructions, don't use on a sleeping person, but it doesn't say in the instructions not to, I don't know, blow dry my hamster. So that must be okay.
Well, it doesn't also say, though, does it? Do not use on an unconscious person. I mean, they're not really sleeping, are they? So, by that reckoning, you can do an awful lot of things.
Yeah, so who's in the right? If this goes to court, I was blow dried up my ass, you know, because it didn't say on the instructions, don't blow dry up your ass, but it does say... You've got to imagine...
Soon warm you up,
yeah, you got to imagine that some things have to be left to the imagination and common sense.
It's very
but if
true,
you start
yeah.
listing like don't use on a sleeping person, you're like, well, they're obviously giving me an extended list of things that I can't do with it, so that must mean that everything else is on the cards.
It's exactly it, yeah. I think it would be easy for them to say intended instructions for use.
Dry your hair at the end.
Exactly. Oh, but then they've got to put things like, do not put your finger in a plug socket. Oh, it started again. Oh, it's never ending. I'm never bringing out a product.
Yeah, just don't make the hair dryer, I think.
Unless it's from Love Honey.
Oh, yeah, we love Honey, don't we?
Oh, we do. Or what about instructions for a new bike lamp, which seems to be a little bit threatening, which says, how to clean and care for the light. Make sure to clean the dust and dirt on the light with a soft damp cloth after every ride. Water resistant is for rain only. Do not submerge the battery or the whole light into water when cleaning. Once you start using the light, you'd better keep using it.
That's threatening.
It is absolutely threatening. Or what about some medication which says avoid contact with eyes, ears, brain,
What?
and surrounding membranes? I must admit that's not something I've ever had a struggle with.
Yeah, what was the medication?
I'm not sure. It's some sort of cream.
Okay, so something that's probably definitely not going to get near your brain then.
You don't know. I think you've got more serious issues if that's a possibility.
Absolutely, yeah. See a doctor.
A couple more for you. Some more medication which reads eat slowly and avoid big meals.
No.
And then, if overweight, lose weight.
I don't know what to do. What label is this?
You don't get angry. It's fine.
I've got some words to be having.
It's okay. It's not instructions for you. It's fine. It's okay.
Fucking alien wrote these instructions, I bet. Bash my head in, will you?
Then finally, I'll leave you with this little pamphlet, which is showcasing the risk for certain cancers. Okay.
Serious business.
Yeah. Particularly, it says you may be at risk for throat cancer if you smoke or chew tobacco. Fair enough. Have trouble swallowing food.
Oh.
Okay. If you have a lump in your neck. Okay. Yeah. You definitely want to get checked.
Common science.
If you have hoarseness that won't go away.
Ooh.
Okay. And finally, you might want to get checked if you have a throat or a mouth.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
That includes us all.
I was feeling good up until then.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, no hoarseness over here, pal. No difficulty swallowing. Oh, shit, I have got a mouth and a throat.
Oh, man. You might be at risk, you know.
Is that double the odds?
Not necessarily. If it's a bingo card and you've got a full house, I mean, that's not great.
No. I hate bingo.
You might want to get checked. But I have a feeling if you've got a horse, if you've got a mouth or a throat, I want to say that I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah, it's probably one of the least indicating things that you might have said ailment.
Exactly. So there you have it, a collection of some of the kind of slightly stranger care labels and instructions.
Interesting. You didn't bring up one that I had in mind, which isn't quite as funny, but it's a little bit more wholesome. But it's one that I remember seeing that I screenshotted when I first became a father.
All right.
And that is at Tesco, in the baby grows, in the label, they have the instructions for baby CPR.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's different from doing it to an adult, because obviously you don't want to be applying too much pressure.
Is it like 2 fingers that you use?
It is 2 fingers. I've got it screenshotted on my phone. I can't quite remember because my babies aren't babies anymore. So should the problems arise, one quick fist to the chest, that should sort it out. But yeah, so that was very helpful and an example of said helpful labels in clothes.
I think that's a fine place to finish.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, absolutely, Jordan. So with that does bring us round to the end of today's episode. So thank you for tuning in to Two Guys What's Up. Don't forget to follow the show wherever you listen to us so you don't miss another episode. And maybe even tell your friend to check all their labels, because I can guarantee you at least one garment of clothes out there on the label, it will read, listen to Two Guys What's Up, you bitch.
I mean, they are a bit mean, but it's true. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, our Linktree link is in the bio of this episode, which you can click on and be jetted off to every link you will ever need for all your Two Guys What's Up essentials. Do you want to get your own Two Guys What's Up t-shirt? Click the link. No, definitely not that.
Click the link.
Want to create your own care label instructions? Click the link.
And when you click that link, it might jet you off to our Patreon, depending on what link you click. But there's many links to click, so click them all. Find the Patreon, and there you will find all of your Two Guys What's Up extra essentials, including pin badges, shoutouts, and t-shirts. And if you really can't get enough of our fantastic tales and well-rounded voices, well then now you can get more, because we release bonus episodes, which come out on the last Friday of every single month, and there's currently 18 sitting there waiting for you to just go and have a little roll around and all that extra audio goodness. And all that is available right now, starting with the bonus episodes, for just £3 a month.
So if you want to help support the show and get some cool stuff while you do so, head over to patreon.com/2guyswhatsup to check out all the goodies over there. The link will be down below for your clicking pleasure.
But if you can't do that, but you still like to help us out, then a 5-star rating and review in your podcast app of choice would be the best way to do that for us, and we would just be forever grateful. We would. But on that note, thanks for listening. Y'all have an amazing week, and we will see you next Monday. I don't know what's going on with my throat today. I can't clear it at all.
I'll help you.
Oh, yeah.
Not much, but I'll try.
Well, if I wriggle something meaty around your teeth, will that help?
Oh.
Grim.